Hi, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Rachel. We're two Canadians living on our 39-foot mainship trawler, living an adventure of a lifetime. We invite you to follow along as we travel 6,000 miles through Canadian and U.S. waterways around America's Great Loop. Good morning. We're really enjoying this anchorage at Hogtown Bayou. The second night was very peaceful, and I could only hear just a little bit of waves lapping on the hull, but generally speaking it was very flat and calm. So we're just preparing to leave. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun is just coming up, as you can see there, and we're going to head over to a new anchorage called Smack Bayou, which is very close to Panama City, and the journey today will take about 6 hours. So we're going to get going pretty soon so that we can enjoy the afternoon at the new anchorage. Hope you're having a great day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Time to take the anchor up. Good morning, dolphins. I'm still very much in awe when we see dolphins. They're pretty amazing. And just this morning I was just coming along the side of the boat, and there was one just there, just riding the wave. I didn't even see him. He surprised me actually when he jumped out of the water. But they're so cool, and I'm never going to get tired of seeing that. But today we're going to go leave, I think it's called Choctawhatcha Bay, which is where we are now, the name of the big part of the bay. Go through a cut, which must be a man-made channel, to the next bay called West Bay, which is where Panama City is. There's lots of anchorages in there. Some are more exposed than others, and we found one that's really tucked away called Smack Bayou. We're going to go there, and it's very close to the marina where we're going to stop for a little while. But we want to stay at anchor for a couple of days, and I think that'll be a really good spot to just take it easy and have some quiet time there.
afternoon from the bridge. We're en route today. We've done 44 nautical miles, or will have done. We're going to a little anchorage called Smack Bayou, which is very close to Panama City, or Panama City Beach. The weather today has been great. Behind the camera person, there is the Gulf of Mexico. It's right open. There's an inlet there. We're not going out there today. But we're just going to be tucking in a little bit further along into this harbor. We think it's very well protected. We're going to anchor for a couple of days, and then from there we'll be heading off to a marina. So it's been a terrific day to travel. Lots of dolphins, everywhere dolphins. In fact, at one point, I think we had one splashing water into the cockpit, which was kind of cool. So yeah, good day. We're doing around 1800 RPM, and we're hitting 8 knots. So I think we're getting a bit of a push from the current or from the tide. And yeah, other than that, we're looking forward to anchoring and settling in for the day. So, and that's a report from the bridge.
We've arrived at Smack Bayou, a nice little anchorage not far from Panama City, and we went about 46.4 nautical miles. Took us almost 6 hours. We're preparing to leave our anchorage here in Smack Bayou, heading over to a marina. And we've planned to stay there for a whole month, actually, for the month of December, pretty much, so that we can just visit, you know, be tourists, I guess, from that home spot. It's beautiful here, actually, in this anchorage, so we might even come back later. We'll see. Hope you're having a great day. So we're not going very far today. We're going just from our little anchorage, which is just around the corner from the marina called Point South Marina. I think it's only about 45 minutes, is that right?
It's about 45 minutes, so it's certainly one of our longest trips we've ever had. So yeah, it's very quick, but you still have to do all the same preparatory work to get 42 minutes, just like you have to get 10 hours.
Yeah, but we left later in the day. We went for a nice dinghy ride this morning.
Very
in the bay.
Relaxing.
And
very
so
relaxing.
because we're not going far, we can just, you know, take it easy.
Yeah.
Have some lunch.
No rush. Take it. It's almost as if we're on island time. So it
seems like
it's kind of nice, and the weather certainly is that way. The weather is calm. There's no urgency to it whatsoever, which is really kind of nice.
Lots of loopers have actually done the crossing across the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of people are in a bit of a hurry to get down there into Florida. Well, we're in Florida, but farther south in Florida, and we are just purposefully taking it easy and not going too fast. We want to enjoy where we are.
Yeah.
And the weather's super nice here. It's about 23, 24 degrees Celsius, which is, what is that, 80 something?
It's just perfect. It's really,
awesome.
really good.
Yeah,
so, I
it's
mean,
calm.
I know that some other loopers have made arrangements in Florida,
That's
so
true.
they need to get down there.
Yeah.
Some are actually flying home from Florida because they want to get home for the holiday season.
Yep.
And that's great too. For us, we don't have any of those urgencies. We're just taking it slowly, enjoying the scenery and the time as it comes.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to explore more of Panama City, both in the city and on the harbor front. So,
yeah, I think it's called Panama City Beach.
Yeah, I think
it's just across the bay from Panama City. So there's even going to be, I think, a parade of lights on the water in about a week or so. And there's probably lots of little restaurants and beaches and little walking trails that we can discover. So we're looking forward to that.
We are, and there's even a state park right across, basically, from the marina. So we'll, when the weather's good, we'll dinghy over there and we'll enjoy some of that has to offer. And who knows, maybe we'll even take the big boat out into the Gulf and see how we like that.
Maybe some fishing, right?
Maybe some fishing. Yeah, I did actually sign up and get a license. So Florida is very economical for getting its fishing licenses for saltwater. So I'll go and talk to some of the fishermen on the wharf and see what they're out catching and how they catch them, and then we'll see what we can do.
Get some tips. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That ship going by, we thought it was bigger than it was. It's still putting off quite a big wake, but when it first entered the inlet from the Gulf of Mexico, it was doing 20 knots. So we diverted and went to the side of the channel until it passes through. So it looks like he's going by and we shouldn't get too much of a wake from him. But once he is by, we'll go into the channel and carry on to the marina. We've arrived at Point South Marina in an area called Bay Point, which is part of Panama City Beach. And we've checked in and just filling up our water getting settled and getting used to the area. So we're here for a month, and that'll be nice to have a home base where we can go and explore different parts of Panama City and Panama City Beach as well. I think the total trip took us about an hour. Only 5.5 nautical miles, but we had a commercial vessel that was approaching from the inlet, and so we wanted to give him lots of space. He actually had lots of containers on it, so it looked like a big ship at first, but when it went by, it didn't look quite as big as we thought. Anyway, we're here, settled, and getting used to our new surroundings.